What's good, everybody? My name is Delonte here with Husband Ready. Jumping on here real quick to go over these topics. Husband Ready is a platform where we can talk about men and women dynamics. We allow our viewers to ask questions and we interact with them. We're going to answer those questions and try to make them feel comfortable, allow them to understand a male's perspective and a female's perspective. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, my name is Delonte. I'm a husband. I have two boys. I'm married. I am an account executive. I do security part time as well. I'm a social media creator. I do investing as far as the stock market, just the normal stuff. So that's just a little bit about me. You can find me on Instagram at d_who knew, and of course my YouTube channel will be in the bio. In case you don't get a chance to catch us live, this will be posted on my YouTube channel on Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to just wait real quick for the host to jump in and a few of the special guests supposed to be coming in. I'm going to wait for them to jump in for us. Give me a quick moment. Starlin. Let's see here. Check. I'm just getting everybody in real quick. Sitting out. All right. Hey, Gabby. Yeah, I just sent you the invite. Wait on one person. And then I'm going to get started with the questions as soon as waiting for my co-host to jump in as well. For some reason, it's saying you're not able to join. Let me see what's going on here real quick. Sorry, you guys. We are doing this live. We are doing this live. I just sent you another request, Gabby. Why is everybody having issues with joining? What's going on? View request. Go live. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna allow you to accept. I just accepted you. Let me see why it's not allowing you. There you. Let's see. Is that you?
Finally.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Dang.
Hey,
Finally.
if you want to, you can introduce yourself to everybody. This, of course, this will be on YouTube as well, so you can introduce yourself real quick and let them know where they can find you at, and let them know what you got going on right now.
All right. So I'm Gabrielle. I am the owner of G Gorgeous Boutique. I am also the owner of G Gorgeous Pop-Up Shops. What you want me to do? Give them my Instagram and stuff?
Yeah, you go ahead, shoot it all out.
My Instagram is beauty, BEAUTY_Gabrielle. My next event will be January the 15th. I'll be having my 1 year anniversary pop-up shop. And yeah.
All right. We still waiting a couple more people that's supposed to be joining in. We're gonna be good pretty soon. Once we get them in, I'm gonna get started on the questions. I'm gonna go ahead and answer first because I know You know, new to jumping on here, and I'm gonna just get started until everybody else joins me. I went on here. They still haven't. I don't see another request.
Your
Let's see
request
here.
stuff not working right.
But you was able to get in, right?
I'm just telling you.
I don't know what happened. I reset them out again to see what. Let me just send them out one more time. Invite. Tell you, boo, I do this every time. I don't know how. Invite. I'm gonna send this one. Invite.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Meech.
Hey, I was
I don't
not
know why you
prepared.
could.
You say what?
I don't know why you couldn't get on.
I just saw. I'm literally just now seeing the questions. I was cooking, making dinner. I just finished cooking, getting the kids fed and all that. I didn't realize you were wanting to go live today. I thought it was for next Thursday.
You good, you good. If you want to, you can plug your stuff, tell them where they can find you at. You can tell them about your what you're doing right
Yeah,
now
I ain't gonna
and your
lie to you.
Instagram.
I'm not big on. I'm still learning Instagram. I don't really know how to use it like that. So you have to
It's
tell
all
me.
right. It's definitely all right, man.
So do
It's
I type it or like?
no, you could just talk. You could just talk. Just tell them
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
I'm gonna
So,
have everything down. Just tell them about yourself.
okay. I was actually typing a message and I saw you. Then I saw you add me, so I was like, okay, let me answer it quick. Yes, baby. Eggs, they not ready yet, sweetheart. So my Instagram is pretty meat. Can you back up, please? Thank you. I don't even know. Pretty meat. I'm gonna just write it in the comments just because it'll make me feel
That's
comfortable.
fine.
And
That's
then you
perfectly fine.
too, because I really don't know how to work it. Y'all back.
I
Oh,
see you. Yeah, you typed it in there.
okay, cool.
You typed it in there. Yeah,
So
I'm
let
waiting on my co-host. I've been trying to get him in. I don't know what's going on, but what I'm
me.
gonna do is I'm gonna get started with the questions that
I have to get you, baby.
people have asked me this week and last week. So I'm gonna go ahead. I answer first to make y'all feel a little bit more comfortable. Then I give y'all each a chance to go ahead and ask the questions. All right, that sound
Okay.
good to y'all? Make it easy on y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. It's y'all first time. I'm kind of nervous, so let me get my thing ready. Everything ready. Trying to see. Nope, he's not. But I'm gonna lower his stuff. Dang, he's still not able to join. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna do it again. Let's sit in there one more. Sit to it one more time. Then we'll show what's going on. Okay, so here we go. So the first question is for everybody. Do men prefer virgins or experienced women, meaning women with a lot of bodies for marriage? Now this is for
Uh,
marriage, right?
you say you gonna answer first, so you
Yeah, I
because
can answer first. I can answer
already.
first. You said, "Oh, you lit already? You ready?"
Yeah, I'm ready to answer that. I feel like honestly, I feel like they prefer women with plenty of bodies. That's
Oh,
just
okay. Ooh, let me
I
hear
really
your
feel
reasoning.
that it's like and I can only base now me answering the questions. I can only base these things off of my experiences with the people I've had experiences with. But it
Mm-hmm.
seems as if that's what they prefer simply because it seems like hoes are winning. Seems like hoes are the ones getting married.
Hoes are
Um,
the ones getting married.
Oh my
sleeping
God.
around, sleeping around that other streets like that every nigga that had and ran through. Those are the ones that are happily in relationships. Those are the ones that the niggas want.
Oh, wow.
They want dashiki from the hood with 10 kids and 12 exes. That's what they my experience is. What it, So to answer that question, I would say they prefer a more loose woman than a woman.
More loose women.
Yeah.
Wow. You want to give your thoughts, Gabby, or do you want me to go ahead and answer my?
Did I do
I'll
too much?
go.
No. I'm good. I'm happy that that's your. Hey, that's your experience and stuff of that nature.
Let me
Now, you
say,
said you gonna go next, Gabby?
Yeah, I'll go. I
I'm
think
listening.
that men prefer a virgin.
Oh,
Yeah.
spicy. The opposite. Let me hear why.
Because I don't like if I was a man, honestly, I wouldn't see myself being with somebody that has a whole bunch of bodies and we finna go get married. Like I'd rather you if you finna be my wife, I'd rather my body be like a couple of counts of yours than like
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 counts of yours.
Okay. Can we also be honest? Who's really telling the truth about the bodies? That's
Yeah,
the real.
Oh, so I'm gonna go
yeah,
into
I
that. I'm
agree
gonna
with
go into
I
that.
agree with you on that.
So
I
I'm
agree
I'm
with
gonna go into that a little bit too as well with my response. So of course, I believe, I mean, after me speaking to a lot of men and me just being a man, I believe men, if let's say if a woman was exactly same as another woman. I mean, only difference is between them. The one has a lot of bodies and one is with no bodies. If that's the only difference between two women, and a man has the resources and the clout the clout, I believe that they would choose um, a woman that's a virgin. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna give a little bit of statistics and research that I found that supported that a little bit. Um, of course, according to OkCupid, on a data scale, men prefer women between the ages of 18 to 24, and then gradually drops off until they get to 30, and then it makes a steep and sharp decline. What this shows is men want younger women for a number of reasons. There's a lot of number of reasons why men prefer younger women. Really because it's lower risk when it comes to lower risk as far as in pregnancy. So typically, uh, between the ages right after you get to 30, you lose half of your eggs after 30. After the age of 35, you lose majority of your eggs and start becoming high risk pregnancy. When people look towards marriage, they think about having children. Majority of people think about having children, leaving their legacy. Especially men, the qualified men, as you say, the men that women would view as qualified for marriage. Those typical men want to have a family at the end. So that's one of the reasons. Another reasons um, typically when you're a virgin, or let's say if you're younger, it's younger women, typically you have a better odds of having them as a virgin when they're younger, more likely to be submissive because of their less experience with men, and run into the issue, so they more likely to be a little bit more submissive. They're likely to bond with you after having sex because of the whole oxytocin chemical that's released through their body. And men have a vested interest in a woman's past because of paternity. So it's just natural for a man to have a vested interest in a woman's past, because one of the greatest fears of a lot of men is raising a child that's not theirs. That's the fear of men, raising a child that's not theirs. So they have a vested interest in the past. That's why men typically, you don't want to tell a man, how many men that you have slept with. That's a terrible question to ask a woman, because in reality, two is too many to a lot of men. You know what I mean? You don't know what their threshold is. That's just what it is. You don't know what their threshold is, and they have a vested interest because the statistic shows that promiscuous women tend to not make good wives. Right now, if you think about it, this is the most promiscuous women have ever been across time, and the divorce rates have skyrocketed. I mean, shoot, over 80% of marriages are ended in divorce, and majority of them are filed by the women. So that's just what it is. And that's, of course, it's because of finances. That's the number one reason. But still, it usually they tend to leave. So all as I say men would prefer that. Now, are they capable of getting that in this day and age? No. Currently, right now, there's more men virgins than women. Of course, that's a statistic that I found as well. There's a lot more men virgins than women, and a lot of men are not economically attractive anymore. So that's my answer to that. And you can rebuttal. How do you feel about that, y'all?
You, you
Gabby, anybody?
I mean, I agree. I agree to disagree.
Okay, you agree or disagree? I'm listening.
Like I'm all for the virgin part. Now, as far as these men liking these women from 18 to 24,
That's a statistical
uh,
fact. That's just what it is. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't get a man just because they like something. Don't mean they're gonna get something. Let me say that. But I'm just saying that's all ages of men. For some reason, that's what it shows statistics on these dating apps. They prefer women between ages of 18 and 24. And like I said, there's a lot of reasons for that. And just because they have those particular reasons don't mean they're gonna find what they're looking for. Because there's submissive women that's past the age 24, and there's submissive women that's between that ages. I mean, my wife, I didn't meet her until she was, what was it? We didn't get married till she was 28. You know, yeah, we didn't get married till she was 28, I believe. So, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. It's where you find them. So, anything for you, Meech?
Of course.
I know you heard that.
Okay, so I just wanna, cause I'm already ready to hop in. So tell me exactly what you need me to address, because I tend to get off on a tangent on other stuff.
No, you good. I just wanted to know, if you had any opinion of anything that I just said, or you want to move on to the next question.
No, I mean, I can agree to disagree with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because you did clarify that just because a male wants something doesn't mean he's gonna get it. Which, I mean, we
That's
all
true.
ideal. You can understand an ideal situation. It doesn't mean
I agree.
that. So I can agree to disagree with what you. There's no argument with facts.
I agree because I mean, everybody has their whatever their preferences is, but that don't mean you're gonna get it every time. That's the catch. My brother just hopped in and said, "Bro, I disagree with the point you said. Guys don't want to know about females' body count."
Who's addressing that, me or you?
No, you talking about who just said? Oh, you can go ahead and adjust that, Meech.
Okay, just like you said, and I'm so glad that you said it, because you literally hit the hammer on the nail with that one.
Yeah.
People ask questions, men and women. Questions. I'm okay. I'm gonna give you a scenario. You date a woman for, Steve Harvey said, 90-day probationary period.
Mm-hmm.
Date a woman 90 days. That's 3 months. You've been dating this person. After 3 months, y'all get to know each other. You really care for this person, and you feel like this person is the one. Well, on day 91, you ask this person, "Hey, how many people have you been with? This woman is perfect, everything, whatever, woo, 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 but she has a past," which we all do. You're telling me that you're gonna not, and I'm responding to boss, like you're saying that you'd walk away. You'd ask a woman about her past, and you're willing to walk away from a woman of your dreams who could potentially be your soulmate because she has a past, because you asked her that question. If you really think about it, like sometimes we want to know, or we ask questions that we think we want to know, but to really get the real truth, can you really stomach or live with the truth? Because like men look at women like, "Oh, hey, how many men have you been with?" First of all, that's a personal question. You get what I'm saying? It's like, if a nigga can't answer the same question, excuse me. If a man can't answer the same question, like, it's to the point some people can't tell you how many people they've been with. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, do you really, when you sit and think about it, is that a question you really want the true answer to? You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, I tell men all the time, don't ask that question. Don't ask.
no.
What about now?
Now, something was just messed up. It was like a beeping noise or something.
My Bluetooth, I just do it from this point on. For some reason, my Bluetooth, I don't know what happened with it, but man, I tell men all the time. I mean, I coach men now to don't ask those type of questions. Don't ask questions about body count, stuff like that, because you really don't want to know. And it's funny that my brother jumped on here, because I remember a time when we was in college and we had a situation where he got the body count of a woman, and we had an experience like, damn, me and him both had an experience like, that's fucked up, and it had us fucked up back. Excuse my language, messed up back then. That is like a day one question you need to ask. And yeah, no, that's not a day one question. I do not ask body counts. I don't believe
I
in
can
that.
understand. Right. I mean, that's everybody's different. We're like everybody. You can put 10 people in the room and watch one of the same movie, and those 10 people are gonna have a different opinion about that movie.
But see, what I say, I do it like this, Meech. I do it like men typically look at things as probabilities versus possibilities. So what's the probability of you asking a woman her body count and then you're gonna like the response? That it's not a strong probability. So why ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to? But I
Exactly.
am gonna move on to the next topic because I don't want to get hung up too much on that one. I appreciate the comment, Pat. I appreciate it, bro. Let me go ahead. Now, the next question. What are your 5 requirements? Now, this is for y'all or for me, for a girl or a guy to have a relationship or be married.
You're the married one, so I think that you should probably answer
Go
that.
first. So you want to know what my requirements were? Okay, I start off. So my requirements to me were simple. So to me, these was kind of like my boundaries. I required a woman to be submissive, cooperative, loyal, and feminine. That was my requirements. Of course, my wife had her requirements, and I when I had the ability to meet her requirements, I say, okay, hey, I could do all of that. Now these are my requirements. Are you willing to submit to these? And she was. So we got married. That's how I looked at it. If she was willing to be those things that I required, then I was ready to move forward. So it was pretty easy for me in regards to that. Feminine, submissive, cooperative, loyal. It's pretty
Noble,
straightforward. Now,
noble,
what about y'all?
noble.
That's
Let's
some
start with
good
you, Meech.
stuff. That's some good stuff right there.
Hey, I had to move forward.
I'm
I
reading comments and Noble Road Junior X. Can they join in on the conversation?
You said who was that?
Noble, you don't see the comments? It say
Oh
Noble
Oh
yeah, I
Road.
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Can I get in on this convo? Yeah,
Like,
I'll let you
are
join.
you trying to join live or like just the question? I mean, I
Yeah,
can.
you can just ask a question. You can ask a question, and if you want to, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM, and then on our next live, I have you join as well. Shoot me a DM, but definitely, yeah, because I have a host that's supposed to. I have a host that's supposed to join. So, yeah, definitely, and I don't want you to get caught off guard by the questions that we about to ask. So, because this is going on YouTube, at least they already know the questions. But definitely, definitely shoot me a DM, and then on the next live, I have you join.
Okay,
And
that I would have known. Listen, next live I'm gonna have my makeup done, my hair gonna be done. So you
you a trip. Means
know,
nobody thinking about that.
I, hey, I gotta be presentable out here. But
You a trip. But
but
what I was gonna say. Okay, so so about you, Meech. Same question. What do you think that your 5 requirements is?
uh, respect is absolutely number one.
Oh, respect.
Goes a long way. If we don't have nothing else, respect. That's everything. Um, respect, honesty. Um, that's a big thing. Very honest person. Like the truth. I expect the truth. Everything. So respect, honesty,
Mm-hmm.
stability. Not necessarily financial stability. When I say stable, I just mean in the mind, emotional, psychological, like in all these aspects in life. Like, can I count on you? You know what I mean? That's big. Um, well, I guess I would say financially stable because for me, I mean, I have responsibility. I do
Mm-hmm.
my own. I'm a single my business. I got stuff like make it happen. I'm out here. I'm a hustler out here, and I'm just being. I don't body. I don't need a man. I just
You don't need a man. You want a man.
right. So in order for me, it has to be bringing something
Breaking up a little bit, Beach.
breaking up.
Yeah, yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
There
Uh,
you go. I can hear you now. I don't know what happened.
okay. So respect, stability. Um, honestly, um, I want somebody who's family oriented. I grew up like I
Family oriented.
Um, like
Okay, I will find something to say.
I want somebody who is
I'm doing something. Go.
who's bringing. I'm not so it's not really the type to live alone. And
London, shut the
Okay.
door.
somebody.
Okay. Break it up just a tad bit.
What about?
What'd you say?
Am I still breaking up?
Yeah, you are breaking up a little bit. I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know.
The connection on here is terrible.
No,
Mine,
don't blame it on the connection. No, I can hear you
I was
now.
like, I'm
She was
sure
talking about
I
her.
don't
She was talking
see
about the whole
nothing
thing.
right
She thought
now.
the whole thing was connection. You need to stop. It's
I
not
don't see
Instagram
nothing right
connection.
now.
But okay, that was pretty good. Was because when I look at a woman as far as the connections, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as far as their requirements, I'm not gonna lie. When I asked for my wife requirements, she listed over 100 things. You know, I heard a lot. And I listened for how much time she gonna need with me, and I listened for the amount of money I would need to bring to the table to support us and our family. So that's what I really listen for is the time and the money value because if I have enough time to spend with her, if I could gauge how much time I could spend with her, I could gauge how much time do I have to really work to be able to fit all my priorities in. So that's what I really look for because I'm not gonna lie. Every time I asked a woman that question, what are their requirements? I had to stop at 5 because they keep going.
right. That's what I was just about to say. Like you asked about five, so I'm trying to think of it in
Narrow it down.
order because you know what I'm saying. I have a lot of requirements, but the top the five, like what's most important. Really, all of my requirements are important, but to like top it off, okay, bam, 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 bam. And for me, another thing, physical attraction is not everything, but it is a big deal to me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna be a big thing.
here because for me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the shit. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just being honest. And like there has to come a time that I feel like I do want to be satisfied sexually and I want to be physically attracted to my partner.
Of course.
Honestly, because if I'm the shit and I'm going out and every time I'm going out and I'm looking and I'm seeing people that match my fly and my man is coming, he a hell of a man, but
Yeah.
he ugly as hell. I'm just being honest. Like,
I mean,
probably gonna be looking. I'm not saying that I'm a very loyal person, but it's like I'm gonna always attention from other men that are the shit that I'm attracted to is gonna matter to me. And when I'm in a relationship or when I feel fulfilled with somebody, attention from another person shouldn't matter.
yeah, that's why I always preach that a woman needs to respect and admire you before she loves you because if she respects you, she ain't going nowhere. I
Exactly.
always I always tell people that. So all that, oh, I'm falling in love, I'm getting married for love. That's some bull because they tell you right before that divorce, I'm leaving you because I love you. Okay, I love you. I'm doing this for you.
Because about it though, it's like think about it like this: if you're with somebody you're not attracted for me, I can only speak for me. If I'm with somebody I'm not attracted to, every little time they piss me off, I'm a this a girl ain't did his good.
Yeah,
Like when I talk to my friend or whatever, when I'm talking, it's gonna be everything is gonna be wrong because this person is ugly.
yeah. Now I do gotta let me go ahead and hear Gab. I gotta hear what Gabby got to say. What's your requirements, real quick? I gotta hear this because I made a
Y'all do
mistake.
that.
I might have
Come
gave it
on,
away. What's your
let's not do this on
requirements?
live.
Come on, Gabby.
Now let's
My
do it.
live requirements right at the top of my head. He definitely has to be loyal. Like we
Mm,
have to have the same
loyalty.
understanding when it comes to loyalty. For one, he definitely needs to be an honest man in
Mm-hmm.
every way possible. He needs to be an honest man. He needs to be respectful. He needs to be time oriented. Like he needs to value time as much as I value time. Cause I value
I
time
guess me
like
saying time made a difference.
time is such a big thing. Like if you don't have no time for me, you cannot have me in no type of way. Cause time is everything.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
That's big ones. So
And
I
he
like I
gotta be
like those.
supportive. Like he
I
has to be
like those
something.
responses, but I'm gonna tell my audience, the guys is out there that's watching this, I gotta let them know. Hey, when they give you all them list of things, listen for how much time they need you to spend with them, and how much money you need to bring to that table. Because a lot of times, just to see you, you gotta pass a certain threshold. Because majority of women don't see majority of men. Like you, even if you are middle class, these middle, because majority of men, believe it or not, are in the middle class. Black men are in the middle class. Women don't see them because they're not going past their threshold. They get hundreds of men hitting them up all the time. You know how many they might talk to out of them 100? One who meet the threshold, and then they don't want to talk to him after he meet it. So y'all gotta when y'all do get past that little threshold, y'all gotta listen for the right things, man. I just want to talk to men. Y'all gotta listen for how much time, how much money you need to provide. Because if you spend time with that lady and you paying all the bills and you do anything, she's gonna get respect for you as a man. And you showing those masculine tendencies. You're a leader. You're assertive. You're decisive in your thinking. You know, doing those little things makes a big difference in a relationship.
It really do.
I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next question, and I think y'all might like this one. I don't know why this person asked me to say this, but I'm gonna go with this one. Can a man deal with a woman that makes more money than them? And
No.
this wait. Also, can a woman deal with a man that makes less money than her? This is for marriage. I'm gonna start with you, Gabby, since you said no so quick. So you can answer the first
No.
part of the question. Can a man deal with a woman that makes more money than them? Go, Gabby. I'll let you go.
No, he cannot because he gonna feel like he weak. Like if his woman is holding more weight than he is, if you a real man, you gonna feel like damn, like I'm just here and my woman taking up all this responsibility, and I'm just yeah.
So we're gonna stop there. I'm gonna let you answer the second half of the question after I hear Meech answer. Meech, that first part. Do you
So,
hey, hey, you know something? When this question was asked, I was like, that's a good one. Can a
and
man deal with a woman that makes more money than them
I feel that a
for
woman,
marriage?
I feel that a woman can deal with a man
No,
that.
we're not about to change it up. Go ahead.
Oh wait,
Don't change it.
I thought
Answer the
vice
question.
versa.
The first part of the question.
Okay, I do not feel that a male marriage. No, I feel like a male, he's gonna be the less of a man, if you get what I'm saying, because his role is to provide. And that's
Hmm.
not to say he can't provide because he makes less, but it's like yes and no. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just yes.
So, how about I give my perspective on it? Okay. So, I believe a man is fully capable of marrying a woman that makes more money than her. This is where the issue comes in at. Regardless who the man is, a man still gonna have his boundaries. And so the request, Gabby. Oh, let me go ahead. And Gabby just clicked out. I gotta get her back in. Let me click on it real quick. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that, Gab. Got you back in. So a man is fully able to get married to a woman that makes more money than him. This is where the issue comes in at. This is the only issue that it is. Typically, a man's still going to have his requirements inside a marriage regardless, because your money does not add to your sexual attraction for a man. Men do not care if you got necessarily have a degree or have a whole bunch of money. That doesn't add to your sexual attraction. Now, does it add to our attraction? Yes, it does. Thank you. But it does not add to a woman's attraction. So saying that, this is where the issue comes in at when it comes to marriage, and why it tends to not work out when women make more money. Because statistically shown, typically when a woman starts making more money, the marriages do end in divorce. That is correct, and this is the reason why. So a man is going to have his requirements regardless if he has $0 in the bank or a lot of dollars in the bank. Let's say me, my requirements was the same. Period. Even when I was broke, it was the point I was living in my car. My requirements to get married was still the same. I still wanted a feminine, submissive, uh, loyal, woman who's cooperative. I still wanted those things. Now I didn't have enough value to dictate those terms. That's the catch. If I don't have enough value to dictate the terms that I want, I still have those terms. And then typically when you're dating a woman or you interacting with a woman and you're trying to dictate terms, they're looking at you like, hey, you got to meet my agreement. No, I'm not about to do none of that. No, I'm not about to do all this. Especially when it comes to women with higher careers like doctors, lawyers, typically women that make over $100,000 a year, they're looking like, no, we equal. And to be honest, men and women aren't equal. They're different. They excel at different things. There's certain things that women are better at that men are not good at. There's certain things that men are good at that women aren't good at. And it's things that benefits that women get, and it's things that benefits that men get. We are completely different. Now, on the scale, when a woman is typically making that type of money, they typically have more masculine tendencies, meaning they're a little bit more assertive. They're a little bit, like I could say, more decisive. They are typically leaders. They are typically a little bit more argumentative because they have to argue for higher wages. They have to be able to negotiate. So they pick up these masculine tendencies, which are not conducive for a successful relationship. So I don't think it's really the man. It's not an ego thing for a man. It's typically for the women. Women are typically hypergamous. They need to have a man that's on their level or higher. And if you're not really on their level, they don't really have that little barrier of respect there because they, in their mind, they feel as if I could kind of do better because I have a lot of these men already pursuing me. Right. So it's really that. It's not the man because men don't use money as a value thing. It's invaluable at all. It does not add to your attraction. That's why when I hear all these women out here, if I ask you, rank yourself between 1 and 10. Oh, I'm a 10. I'm like, okay, what makes you a 10? Shoot, I got 2 degrees. Shit, I'm making $80,000 a year. Shoot, you better stop playing me. I work hard. I bring the bag. I bring the table. And I look at them like, why does that make you a 10 on a sexual marketplace? Because that don't add any value to you. Right. Like, I don't care about your pocket. If we're going on a date, only how you can say that is, are you taking me out on a date? Like, are you paying for this date? No. Then why do your money matter? Like, right. Are you planning on you paying all the bills? You telling me you got $80,000 a year? Are you planning on paying all the bills? Oh no. Oh, okay. You keep that, okay? Because the type of man that women typically want, they ain't looking for that. If I make over $100,000 a year, why do I give a care how much money you make? I don't care. Okay, baby, you come over here. You look cute. I'm gonna drop this bag, and you need to be happy. So typically, a man want to be the leader of the relationship. They have no problem. And a lot of women, they prefer a man that leads. They tired of these men. The main reason why we're not getting married right now, a lot of people not getting married right now is because men aren't economically attractive to majority of women. And that's just what it is. You know, the marriages that work, typically the marriage that shows that the successful marriages, men make 54% more than a woman. That's crazy. 54% more. So if you make $100,000 a year, I gotta make 54% more. I make $100,000 a year. Shit, I might not be attractive to you. You might not even see me because you looking at millionaires right now. So that's how you gotta kind of consume that a little bit, at least to help the men out. Men don't care about the pocket. So I think men are capable, but I don't believe women are going to be willing to adhere to those. Yeah. Any thoughts on that before I move forward, Gabby? Let's see what you said. You said no. Go ahead and get Meech back in. Accept. And then I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Yeah, I knew that y'all was gonna like. Oh yeah. What? The next one: can a woman deal with a man that makes less money than her for marriage? I'll get my answer first, just to help y'all out, and then y'all can go ahead and say whatever y'all got to say.
What was the question?
Can a woman deal with a man that makes less money than her? Now, I'm going to say, for me, I'm going to say no, not for marriage. And if she does deal with a man that makes less money than her, statistically shown, it's going to end a divorce just because she's going to want that relationship to be equal, and no one's going to be able to make a decision inside that marriage. That's the catch.
I feel like it depends on the woman because there are women Not me. I'm just speaking in general. But there are all different types of women. But there are women who prefer a male that they can control, or like
That's true.
or they're okay with not necessarily, like, to me, in order for me to respect a male as a male, you have to present yourself as a man, not just a male, a man. That being said, the respect is going to come with it, how you carry yourself, what you bring to the table, all that. It's just like, if you're lacking in a major way, like me, I handle all my own stuff. So it's like I told you before, I don't need you, I want you. So my respect level is really based on you, what you bring to the table, how you carry yourself, how you bringing yourself to the table. That being said, you can't be coming trying to dictate and say this is and that, and you can't even pay to play.
So
You see what I'm saying?
that is a resounding no.
Yeah.
That's a no.
So
You made
for
a
me, it's
decision.
a no for me. Okay, I
So
can't marry you. I'm sorry.
so don't worry. Majority of women feel
Now
like
I'm
you.
not, but
We don't do the
listen,
exceptions
I'm
to the
not a
rule over
gold
here.
digger. I'm far from a gold digger. I like that's not what I'm saying. I'm not a
Hey,
gold digger.
I'm
It's
not
not just
saying you
about
are.
money.
You good.
No, I'm clearing that up. I'm just saying it's not just about money, but that is a big deal because love and relationships do not pay the bills.
Yeah,
Period.
that's true.
They don't
What I
pay the
tell you, I
bills.
said respect first, didn't I? You gotta
Yeah.
respect the man.
And it's gonna be hard for me to respect a man as a man if I'm the one, like, because I work hard. If I'm hustling and I'm going through, we put up with a lot of shit, on these jobs or whatever anybody do. You don't understand what people go through to make the money, to make the finances that they make. And like, so you saying at the end of the day, with me going through all that I'm going through, I'm coming home, I'm busting my ass. You still want me to come home, want to go get your ass, feed you, all this stuff, and I'm the one.
Yeah, we're gonna still want all that.
Yeah, no,
Didn't I tell you that too?
no, for me. Okay.
I told you that. What about you, Gabby?
Ask me the question again.
I got you. Can a woman deal with a man that makes less money than her? This is for
Let me tell you
marriage.
something. I'ma handle him like a straight pussy. It's just that
For
simple.
sure, for
Oh,
sure. That's the
Like,
fact.
I don't know how else to put that. Like, I'm
That's the
like,
truth.
what? That don't even make mathematical sense. That's
No,
retarded.
for real.
I'm with the don't call you a gold digger and all that, but I'm not putting up with it. I'm not built for this type of lifestyle. I'm not doing it. Like, my man, even if I'm a big dog, my man should be a bigger dog.
a bigger dog. Okay. Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
feel it.
enough for me.
y'all are a trip. Now ooh, that's tough. Yeah, in my head, yeah. Like I said, women are Pergamos. It's gonna be kind of tough. They got to deal with a man that's on their level or higher. It's kind of like there's really no way around that, man. Even when they try to date down, it tends to not work out because when they try to date men that's of lower value, they tend to disrespect the men, tend to the relationships don't operate the right
Excuse
way,
me.
and the men typically
Thank
know
you.
they don't have enough value to dictate, their reality. That's just what it is. They know it and they accept it. They say, well, let me go ahead and keep hitting it. They should be able to, because everybody don't go through the same to get the job she got, but at the end of the day, she should have her man back to make
Yeah.
him better. I let me say this. Reality. Let me show you reality. Reality is,
Having a nigga back don't pay the bills.
hey, let me go ahead with reality.
Sorry.
Let me read it out loud.
Holding your back
They
costs.
let me
I'm
let me
sorry.
let me read his comment out loud. They should be able to call. They should be able to, because everybody don't go through the same shit to get the job she got. But at the end of the day, she should have her man's back to make him a
That's why you
better
gotta
man.
date me
Let me
tax
tell
free.
you. Let me tell you a lot of the issues that women run
Priorities.
into.
If you already like, your focus needs to be on getting a bigger bag. If you already,
Well,
because
let
You
you
me let
got
me
gotta
let
that
me
date
let
me
me let
tax
me,
priority.
let me
free.
go ahead and speak towards it, Meech. I'm gonna speak towards it
Okay,
real
go
quick
ahead.
because I'm married and I kind of understand where he's coming from it because I'm a man. So reality shows this. Typically, there are a lot of women out there that see potential and might see you being as ambitious. A lot of, I mean, probably Meech and Gabby has been with a man that they seen that was ambitious and it didn't fall through the right way. Um, so typically, what happens is a lot of women are scared of this.
Yeah.
When you build up a man and you know, you feel like you did everything for him. Like he ended up getting a higher career, making more money and stuff of that nature. Then that man leaves. And you go sleep with another woman, or you go and get married to another girl. And I just built that man. Like I just put my hard on work and built that man, and then he's gonna leave. So that's what they're scared of. Now, what I say is this. This is the reason why that happens. Actually, I speak to a lot of women, and I own a beauty salon in Cleveland, so I was able to speak to a lot of women back there when I was living in Cleveland. So this is what this is what was really going on with those situations. Typically, when a woman builds a man and a man brings his value up, as a man, you're going to change, because once your value goes up, you're gonna start asserting your boundaries. You're gonna start asserting what you require for marriage. Because when a man shows that he's interested in you, he's going to go ahead and oh, that's what's up from 133rd St. Clair. Um, a man is going to start asserting his boundaries when he showed that he's really interested in marriage, trying to move forward, and it's going to tell you as far as what his requirements is for marriage. What happens is women typically bypass that because they, in their mind, they still remember who you were because they built you. It's like, no, I'm not about to do all this. I built that. You ain't going nowhere. I'm not about to do this. Like if you, example,
Why are you up?
let's say you working with him
Lay down and do not
and you start making over $100,000 a year, right? He was making $30,000 before he got with you, but you helped him out. You know, you put in the applications. You helped him to get the job where he at now, making over $100,000 a year. Now, you know, he happy. You know, he making money. Now he's like this. Hey, you about to go out with your friends. He's like, hey, I don't want you going out to that club. I don't want you wearing that. I always wear this. What do you mean? You know, you like, man, I'm gonna go out with my friends, and he gonna say, okay. He gonna let you go ahead and do that, but he already dictated his boundaries. And a lot of women tend to say, forget those boundaries and keep moving because this is how they've been acting, and you never said anything because you already demasculated yourself in that relationship, even though now you have the authority to demand your value. That's what typically happens. And then when that happens, either the man gonna continue to waste your time, continue to have sex with you, or they're gonna leave you and find a different woman. Because how they look at it is you help them grow. Now they're trying to help you grow to acclimate to them, but you're not willing to grow to acclimate to them because you didn't sign up for that. That's what's happening right now. And that's why a lot of women are starting to be like, man, forget that ambition, boy. You need to have that kingdom already there so I can move into that. And already have whatever you're gonna dictate to me. Let me know what the requirements is now, and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna meet those requirements, and I'm moving into the kingdom.
Okay, we missed some comments above too. I saw
a whole bunch of them actually.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna go back and read them because that's the questions. Now I gotta take questions for the audience anyway. So let me go ahead and hear. I see one right here.
How do you?
I have a question. Would you marry for love or money?
Is he asking that to us or just?
Well, I think to everybody for real. I'll answer real quick. I'm as a man, I marry for love.
As a woman, I married for love as well.
Well, yeah. Let me say
for
this.
Sure.
Now they're gonna say that they marry for love, but I'm gonna be honest. They need to marry for respect. They need to respect a man before they love him. I'm just gonna be honest. That's if you're gonna marry a man, you need to respect him before you love him. And as a man, you need to love her. You need to love her, then respect her. I know that sounds complicated, but if a man loves you, he will ultimately eventually respect you because he's gonna have to get you to add value to his life.
Go right now. Yeah, I agree with that.
Let me see here. Cleveland Heights. Hey. I went to school in the Heights.
Other comments,
you might know my boy Swede from the dead. But the nigga. Okay, so that was the only question that I seen up there in the comments. Got that one, and then let me read this boy. He said, "But the nigga dumb if she broke her back to help. That's the only female in his corner, so he's S on herself." Because ain't too many females that's going to do that. No, I don't agree with that statement. Let me explain why. Because you said the guy's done for leaving her. The guy's done for leaving her if she broke her back to help him where he at. That's not true. The reason why he's leaving her because she's not adding value in the way that he wanted her to add value. Some people, men typically have their boundaries and their standards for marriage, and then you have people that come in your life that adds value to your life, but that might not be the way that you wanted to add value. Like my wife, before we ever did anything with each other, had sex or anything, she added value to my life, but not in the way that I wanted her to. Uh, so when she finally got a chance to learn me, and she learned how to add value to the life in the way that I wanted her to, that's when we start moving forward. That's just what it is. You have to as a woman, you have to learn your man, and that's why I always say the quicker you add value, the quicker you'll get the ring. That's just really what it is. You have to learn, study your guy. As far as when it comes to sex, I don't care if you do it on a first date, second date. Just be prepared to add value after you have sex with that man. Because if you don't add value after you have sex with that man, it's gonna be just what is sex. So that's how I'm looking at that. Let me
Can I
see what
chime
else he
in
got
on
to say.
that?
He said, I would marry for love, for show. That's because you live in reality. Men typically operate in reality. Women typically operate in fantasy. And there's a reason for that. Women can operate in fantasy because they are the pursued. Women are born with value. So all the men typically come to them. They don't have to chase after anybody. Men have to create their value. So typically men love you for who exactly you are, meaning your body, you're beautiful, the tools that you can bring to a marriage. They love you for exactly who you are. Women typically love you, what you can bring to the world. That's where your value lies at as a man, what you could bring to the world. So everything you do for yourself to make yourself a better person as a man inherently makes you attractive to majority of women.
Can I chime in on that?
Of course.
Um, So I feel like, it's kind of to comment on what you were saying. It's kind of like in a relationship, people evolve in different types, long-term relationships.
Hmm.
People who were together as 14-year-olds and are still together today. Well, sometimes women grow faster than men, while you have other times that a male will grow.
They ain't sometimes, that's all the time. Women are more
Right,
socially
but
calibrated. That's
but
statistically
sometimes
proven.
it could be a situation where it's vice versa. Most majority of the time, it is a woman growing, and it's just like sometimes it's not that. It's like a woman is changing and evolving, or a male could be changing and evolving, and the person their mate is still looking at them for who they were instead of who they are becoming, and that's a major. I feel like that's a major issue in
Hmm.
relationships and marriages or long-term relationships, because it's not that because you mentioned the male will leave or the woman will leave, or it's not that they're turning their backs on you. It's just like
Yeah,
I've grown past where I was,
that's a
and you're
bit. That's a
trying
good
to
way to put
keep
it.
me here. So it's not a matter of, just to comment, like you said, yeah, a woman's biggest fear is to build a male for him to go and be the perfect gentleman or be the perfect husband for the next woman. Nobody, just like for a male, nobody wants to put in all this work to build somebody else up for somebody else to reap the benefits of the work you put in.
Yeah,
That's life. I feel like that's vice versa, but it's not necessarily a situation that you're just leaving. There, you just turning your back cold. It's just like, okay, you're gonna get with the program or not. You're gonna evolve with me or not.
yeah.
It's one of those things. That's just kind of how I feel about it.
Now I'm gonna take a couple more questions. I see here. Are y'all sentimental? I'm sentimental. I have a big ass heart. I got. Let me. You know me. I gotta look at words, definitions. Uh, I'm not good with just saying excessively prone to feelings no. I'm not sentimental. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I don't.
am.
I operate. I mean, you're a female. It's supposed to be sentimental. It's supposed to be nurturing. But I'm not gonna lie. You're supposed to be. I mean, that's part of being feminine. That's a good thing, right? But no, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not sentimental. I operate in assets versus liabilities. I look at everything from a logical standpoint. I my wife helps me out a lot. Like, help me be mindful. She helps me be mindful, and she even tell me. She say, "Hey, she'll let me know. Hey, that hurt me. I need you to say that with love." And I rethink of how I said it. I say, "Okay, you got me. I apologize. But I take accountability for everything that I do. That's that's just the type of man I am."
I see a good question. It says, explain, add value. How do you feel a woman learns her man best?
Okay, so I can only give my perspective, my situation. Um, you have to add value in a way that man needs it. Example, I can tell you before marriage and after marriage. Me and my wife didn't sleep together for the
Input.
for the first 9 months. She wanted to be celibate. I said that was cool. I wasn't good with that. I told her, you do your thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing. That's how I operated. I mean, that's just what it was. But I
You
always
honest.
been kind of transparent. That's just the type of guy. I'm always transparent. I let you know, hey, this is how I feel. I don't believe in all that. So after our first date, I closed my wallet because I told her that she makes sure she let me know this. She said that I actually said out my mouth that she was a liability because we weren't having sex. I said that, and there was a reason for that. I mean, most likely I did say that because I looked at things as assets and liabilities, and my response was, well, how are you adding value to me before we have sex? I mean, I'm paying for the dates, paying for the gas, I'm doing everything. Tell me what you're doing. And she had a great response, though. Don't get me wrong. My wife had an awesome response. She said, I give you conversation. I'm giving you my energy. You get my presence and all this or whatever. We're vibing, right? And my response was, I have better conversations with my male friends. I mean, we talk about football and stuff
Oh,
like
so
that. I
you
can
was
vibe. If I want to go
very
out, I want to kick it with my friends. Like that's not what I'm looking for you. And she even said, I mean, so the only thing I have to bring to the table to you is sex. I said, no, that's just the only thing that you will be bringing right now. And that's really what it was. But she still held out for 9 months. That's what it was. But the thing about it is she's an exception to the rule because she did a lot of things a lot of women would have did. A lot of women would not have stayed around for 9 months and just kept coming over and kicking it with me without me taking our own constant dates and stuff like that. A lot of women would not have stayed around me. That is what it was. Now, would she break it up with me every 5 minutes? Yes. Did I end up sleeping with other women? Of course. And she even asked me, why you not with her? Because she did not add value after sex. And she heard me say that. She's like, she add value. She did. So, it was hit. I'm gone. I'm good.
so.
That's
But
just,
what does it take? I
but
hear
I'm gonna
everything
tell
that
you, I'm gonna get to the point. So after I did sleep with her for me, what she did for me, which added value to my life at the time, was when I woke up, she brought me breakfast, had my whole house clean, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to keep you around. Like because I was about to get up and do none of that. I wasn't about to get up to do none of that. And then, yeah, I opened up my wallet, started taking her on dates and stuff like that, started courting her. And I called it courting because I only believed in engagement and marriage. I didn't really believe in the whole boyfriend, girlfriend thing. That was just my motto. And not every guy like that. I just operated because I always got sex. I always operated like that. Like that was just a thing. It was easy to me. So if you said, you wasn't on stuff, I'll move on. It wasn't that deep. If you didn't add value to my life, that was it. I was keeping it moving. But a lot of guys not in a position that I'm in to be able to move like that. Now, after we got married, she still add value to my life. This background. She wanted to make sure she heard me talking about podcasting. She went and got this background. She got the lights. She
I
she
know
got
that's right,
hosts,
wifey.
but she
Okay.
constantly added value to my
Okay.
life. She constantly added value to my life. But this is the type of thing that I require. But also, I'm gonna constantly pay these bills too. I'm gonna do massively. I'm gonna take out the trash. I'm gonna pay for gas. I'm gonna pay for all of our trips. I'm gonna do all that. Yeah, I'm gonna get you the bag you want because you meeting my requirements. I need to meet you what your requirements are. That's how I looked at it. Because
then to,
yeah,
he said, do women still use the 90-day rule? It depends on the woman. Everybody different. And it also depends on, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
Women know when we meet a male, we know who we going to sleep with. We know we know just how far, me personally, off of one conversation, I can tell you just how far we're going to go. I can tell you if you're going to be a dick
and it's the
appointment.
last one because we're
I
gonna
can
cut
tell
off
you.
pretty shortly here
Okay.
because
I
of the
can tell you
time.
all that. So it just depends on who the other person is and what woman you're talking about because there's not a one answer for all women. Like it depends. So I can't, but yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Sorry, you
question.
guys. This is gonna be our time, man. Oh man, it's gonna be next week again at 9 o'clock. I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you, Meech. Thank you, Gabby. I hit y'all up. Um, Again, I want to thank y'all guys for tuning in to Husband Ready and thank y'all for y'all great questions. My name is Delonte, and we out. Y'all can say bye.
Bye. See y'all next Thursday.